The 2015 legislative session kicked off today with the promise of compromise, but it's already shaping up to be a divisive 2 months. Governor Susana Martinez delivered her State of the State address focusing on jobs and education, but Democrats have ideas of their own. News 13's Cole Miller is live at the Roundhouse with both sides. Cole?
Well, good evening, Jessica. For the first time in decades, Republicans have control of the House, but the Dems still own the Senate, where the chamber that we are in right now, and they say they will do whatever it takes to keep certain items from the governor's agenda off, and so they will never see the light of day. Hours into the 52nd legislature, a session seeing a change of power in the House, Governor Susana Martinez took to the podium to give her State of the State address.
It is an honor to join you.
She wasted little time getting to what's sure to be a big issue, right to work. That proposal allows employees to choose if they want to be a part of a union.
It's time we protect the paychecks of New Mexico workers. It's common sense, and it is long overdue.
But Senate Majority Leader Michael Sanchez says right to work won't go far.
And that's why the Democrats will be against the right to work legislation. We will defeat it in the Senate.
Then there's education. The governor is looking to bump up starting teacher pay by $2,000 to $34,000. She also wants to fund a mentorship program where successful teachers pair up with ones that are struggling.
We can make big gains, classroom by classroom, and school by school.
Dems say the governor is failing teachers with excessive testing and by trying to hold back third graders who aren't reading well enough.
Holding a child back hurts a child. Taking teachers and parents out of the equation.
And then there's the economy. Governor Martinez is looking to add $50 million to lure companies from out of state and wants to give small businesses tax cuts.
That's how you create a more diverse economy and a stronger private sector.
Sanchez likes the idea of setting aside money for businesses, but still had choice words for the future.
It's time the governor starts listening to the people of the state of New Mexico.
And there are two other divisive issues we'll likely see brought up this go-around: minimum wage and driver's licenses for illegal immigrants. Jessica, back to you.
All right, thank you, Cole. The governor is also asking the legislature to set aside money for major highway construction projects. She's asking for $180 million over the next 3 years, using the recently completed Paseo I-25 project as an example. The governor says many roads are unsafe and thinks New Mexico's population will keep growing. Socorro Republican Don Tripp was sworn in as House Speaker this morning, the first GOP speaker in 60 years. In his first remarks in that role, Tripp said he wants to preside not over a Republican House, but New Mexico's House. In the Senate, Democrat Michael Sanchez will still hold the position of Majority Leader.
The two Roswell students injured in the Berendo Middle School shooting were honored today at the legislature. In an emotional statement, the governor talked about their struggles.
Both still have lead pellets in their bodies. Theirs was an unthinkable experience. And the road to recovery will be long.
A year ago, Kendall Sanders and Nathaniel Tavares were seriously injured when a fellow student walked into the crowded gym and opened fire. The governor says now is the time for reform to make sure the children of New Mexico have every opportunity to become successful no matter what adversity they face. Of course, we'll keep you informed on what is happening at the Roundhouse. We'll have the latest on air and online at KRQE.com, where you can watch the governor's full State of the State address.